Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Thomas on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Trying to get in with the option here. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Complete Derrick Henry. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And he's stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another 1st down at the 34. Chased out to his right. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Jackson. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. He completes it in traffic. And this one doesn't go far.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward. 2nd down now. They need 7.
Jackson yet again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Steelers in the dime for this third down. Third and long for him here. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Hey, third down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. Wilson airing it out to start. Well, right side, caught by Smith. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a pickup of 26. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Sanusi Kane able to make that stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Warren. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, I get it on first and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. He gets it again. And he does not get in. They stop him at the 1. Back-to-back stands at the goal line. And now it's third and goal.
I think I can see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
He's keeping it, trying to get it forward. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on fourth and goal. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Here's a quick throw to the left. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. 1st down, here's Lamar. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. His 3 sacks for the game so far brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
1st down throw for Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. We've set it down from the 37. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That stop made by T.J. Watt. So we'll take a pause for the injury, and that looks like Derrick Henry, who's in need of some assistance out there. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his fullback. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has it at the 7. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and goal, Baltimore.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal. Here's Lamar. And he's caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get the game's first points here in the second. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used a pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Return starts from the goal line. Takes it just shy of that end zone.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you've got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Here's Wilson to the air. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Big gain downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Bringing pressure, and it's blocked. The Ravens scoop it up. And they'll snuff out that return before it gets too far, so just a block extra points on the play.
I can feel the anger all the way up here, Kate. They did not like giving up the big play, the lengthy touchdown. And they decided to release a little bit of that frustration via the special teams. That juice, that energy, you could feel it overwhelmed there and led to the block.
Not much scoring to this point since we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Escapes the pocket. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're in a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And no look there, that throw falls to the ground.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Fields this at the 19. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Russ now from the gun. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Wilson now from the gun. Short pass brought in. He takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Wilson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. On first and 10, it's Jackson. He's trying to push the field. It's grabbed inside the 30. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens grow their lead to 8. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Dante Kent with a return. He takes a pop and the ball comes out. And they steal it back on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got two things in mind, Kate. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Forward. First call here coming from the shotgun. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Loop knocks it through, and it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Dialing up a receiver screen. It's a small gain up to the 38. Malachi Starks read that nicely. He makes the stop.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Wilson out of the pistol. Complete over the middle. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though. Didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5. 3rd down coming up.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Third and a lone yard coming up. This one's caught. Smith has it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Let's see what Wilson has planned here. 2-point try coming up.
The Steelers will line up for the 2.
They want to run it across. He's almost there, but no, they stopped him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion.
Steelers 12. Chris Boswell will kick off.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who've got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Lamar now from the gun. Finds the in route complete. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Pick up with 17. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st down, Jackson hits him on the in route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Well, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But I think Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know, man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Now it's Jackson. It's his running back. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB-receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
1st down. Here's Lamar. And he's caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens hold an 11-point advantage. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens push the lead up to 12. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Cut. Green 80. Cut.
And they'll start the drive with Warren. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Cut.
From the gun, it's Wilson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Zone read, here's a gift to Warren. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jair Alexander with the stop. offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. He puts some juice on it deep. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
And the Steelers first at the 4-yard line.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score Ravens 24. Steelers 19.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's Thomas on the return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Zone read here and give to Mitchell. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Mitchell on the give, headed left. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
To Rashad Bateman. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
10. 3rd down, and they need to get 10. Third and long for him here. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's gonna force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Russ now from the gun. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Brought in inside the 20. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Give to Warren from the pistol. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Wilson. It's a screen play to Warren. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw it. This could decide things. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens getting back on his 6th interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And any more of those as they trail by a score. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Working now from the gun. This is Cox. That's Walker. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. He has room past the 25. He finds space, middle of the field, and he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach.
Tyler Luke on the extra point.
The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens push the lead up to 12.
31. Steelers 19.
All set up. Here's Loop to kick it away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
315. Gun, 4 down, 4 down. Gun.
To throw again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this is lofted deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. This one's caught. Smith has it. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Wilson to throw again. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
14.
Throwing again. Here's Wilson. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers trim the deficit down to 5.
Steelers 26.
Approaching 90 seconds remaining in this game. Not much time. They've got to get this one back. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. Ooh, had to have that onside kick. Got 1 timeout, but not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that 1 timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
47-yard line.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Get on! Yeah. Get on!
Again, this is Mitchell. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Go. Ready, shot. Get on. Ready, shot. Get on.
This one's set up for Lamar. Maybe it's the deck sliding down right near that marker, but it looks, Brock, it looks like they're going to mark him short, so it's going to be 4th down. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we